There was a bit where they burnt the building, the pub, and it was like, we need to go. And he looks to his left, looks to his right. There's fire, police there. It's like, nah, they're scared of us.
I'm watching it again.
Tom Hardy did it again. What's up, people? Welcome to the Outtake Show. The show where we give our outlandish reviews and opinions in the TV and the movie world. This is episode 42. It's been a minute, but you got myself, y'all man, Juice in the building. It's been a minute since we've seen him, but Machiavelli's also doing the silent assassin. Okay, it seems like she's not killing no one, bro. It's like she's on holiday right now. You know,
my needles.
It's not off duty.
After the cap.
Trust me. We also got Aladdin in the building as well.
Yeah.
No more skin.
Wait, no, he's wearing skinny jeans.
This is slim.
Hold on.
Wait, pull up.
Ref. This is
airbags, bro.
No, that's
slim.
If this was a child, it'll be mixed race because this is in between.
He's light skinned.
This is in between skinny and
slim, bro.
no, that's
You
not.
accept this?
No.
But compared to what you was wearing before,
Yeah,
this,
of course. But I need to.
You know, it looks like you're slowly going back to your old ways.
No.
I'm concerned.
It's going back to your old.
No, I've worn it before.
It's getting tight, bro. It's getting tight.
This ain't fucking tight, bro. Come
I said it's getting tight.
It's getting tight.
It's getting tight.
This is tight.
Visual, audio. Wait, video watches. Sorry.
No, audio listeners. This is tight.
You can hear it. You can hear your. Your car's
voice is
going.
like this.
No. Do you know what that is? That's his knees.
Your knees are like, not again. I thought you stopped. You're bringing it back again. No. We thought it was free.
You saw the streams.
But yes, we got. I was gonna say we got a lot of stuff to go through. We actually do not. So in this episode here, we're gonna be talking about the Bikeriders. That's our main review today. But before we get into it,
Bridgerton as well?
we're gonna do a quick little news flash, which Maz has called Outtakes of the Week. So we're gonna go through a quick news flash of different stuff that's going on, and of course, Maz has mentioned
Bridgerton.
what's going on with Bridgerton.
So, season 3, part 2 came out.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How's it?
Yeah, quick one on the season 3 part 2 because it didn't work with Invincible. Did it work with this?
No, I think Netflix is doing it in order to create more conversation, but in general, it just ruins the pacing.
I'm saying, fucking Amazon took the hit and Netflix learned nothing from it.
Netflix has been doing it for a minute though.
Yeah,
They do parts.
Yeah, they did.
a
They
lot.
did it to The Crown as well, and again,
Yeah.
it just ruined the momentum when it comes to the pacing of it. And also, I think it was because now a lot of people have had a conversation about, well, I don't like it because it seems different to the previous seasons and the prequel Charlotte, and that's because we've got a new showrunner. So the previous showrunner, he had been doing it for a while, and the current showrunner was working underneath him.
Yeah.
And so they've taken over, and there's slight directorial changes to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have picked up on that. And so that's the reason why. So a lot of people are kind of adjusting to the new style. It's not too out there, but you can tell.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be the downfall of Bridgerton?
I don't think there will be a downfall. I think it's just that some people just needed to learn like their pacing and what works for the audience. It's just playing around with what works, because obviously it's not going to have the same style throughout because there's so many books.
Yeah.
We still have like
it's based on a book.
there's loads. It's a book series.
Oh, now I see why people love it so much. It's like
Professor.
this generation's. Actually, no, I say that.
Sorry.
It's like what's it? Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
I was
that.
gonna say that, but that sounds better.
What were you gonna say?
No, it's cool.
He's only JK. He's JK.
You
Just
can't.
kidding.
No, it can't. It can't be Harry Potter. I'll tell you
I was
that
gonna
now.
say Harry
Oh,
Potter.
he's not. Oh, my bad.
No.
But anyway, before we digress,
Yeah.
yeah. So there was, so that's why it's kind of changed a bit in terms of pacing. But I I think I'm really excited to see what happens.
Oh, so you haven't
Can't
seen it.
wait for Benedict's season. They have already casted Sophie. Bruv, the tea's gonna be teeing. It's gonna be piping hot. Also, who thought he...
Spoilers.
I know, right? Mad.
You know when it's just for one audience.
Always one brother. It's the next man is watching. Like I heard it still, bro. Yeah, man.
That happened a few times. There's been times when Matthew said something, we put it online, and they comment on us not like reacting to how they want us to react to what she said.
One more time, go on.
Yeah, he... And I was like, what?
Stop!
Bruv, no, I can't lie, the tea was teen.
Was it?
The tea was
coffee, bro?
teen. It was too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muy caliente.
We were waiting for it. But he's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied?
Tell us your news.
I got no news.
You...
I do have news. Sorry. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Blade.
This guy's put up to things that's so funny. Guys, let's do it.
Nah, Blade, man. It's look,
Oh, what's
I've
Blade?
already walked out, bro.
What's Blade?
Okay. So for those that don't know, Blade is a vampire, a living vampire character from the Marvel Comics.
I still would want to go to that rave, by the way.
The Blood Rave.
The Blood Rave.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Freaky ass girl. I got a vampire as well. Stay in your yard, bro.
It looks lit.
It does.
You will die.
You'll be
No?
dead.
You want to be a vampire too?
No, she's fine. No, she'll be fine. She's human.
So they won't eat her blood?
Oh,
Do you want to eat my blood? Are you
What, a
sure
vampire?
about that?
Why? What do you
Here
have
you
in
go.
your system?
All
All the sugar.
No, haven't you seen it, Into the Shadows? We drank the blood of some humans that were on some drugs, and now we're a wizard.
That's funny.
Yeah. So update on the situation. Mahershala Ali's been casted as Blade. This movie is meant to come out next year.
It was announced that he was casted as Blade in 2019.
2019. Way back.
It was announced that.
And this
Two
movie has
script
gone through,
revisions, two directors.
This movie's gone through a whole heap of fuckery. That's the best way I can say it.
Yeah,
I have no interest in watching it whatsoever.
same.
Um,
And he's frustrated.
He's pissed, he's fuming.
His lawyer was doing like interview just complaining about the fact that this has been not only like frustrating but very unprofessional.
Oh, yeah, it's
for him
horror.
because I'm assuming he got paid or got like a backhand payment, and he's contractually has to be a part of this project for when it comes out.
through
But,
thick and thin.
but the fact that it's been since 2019 since it's been announced, well, I'm assuming that's
Pre-COVID,
when
babes.
he signed the contract for this to be gone through. So one director's came in, left,
He left.
it got rewritten, started it from scratch. Then a new director came in.
He got.
Then he bounced
No, he
off.
got cut.
Like he got cut.
He got cut.
Oh, I thought he left.
He got cut.
Oh,
Black half.
what do you think it is? From being a Marvel fan, do you think there's something? Because clearly there's something in this story that they really want to push that no one wants to actually touch.
I feel like
I get that.
no, but I think as well in terms of other Marvel films and what Marvel currently has out, it's pushing that weird mark where it's kind of like the same level as Deadpool, but because it's not Deadpool, it's a bit of a challenge.
It might be darker.
Yeah.
Because Deadpool has that comedy side. That
Yeah, this is just dark.
this will be dark.
I like it. Emo.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's. I'm under the impression that they're focusing their energy on Avengers 5, which is starting to. Was going to start.
Yeah,
shooting
they
next year,
announced
I
it.
believe.
Apparently, Cumberbatch announced that he's going on set next year.
Yeah, so they start shooting that next year. They got Fantastic Four, which is a big one as well.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're focusing. their
They've
energy
started
on
shooting for that now.
They're probably must
Yeah,
have shot
I
already.
think they'll probably stay shit.
So that's where the energy is focused on. So these other projects, they're the side things, whatever. I get what you're saying about the whole they're trying to push a particular storyline. It's just a lot of directors in the past have had to do stuff they didn't like and end up working out. So either this thing that they want to push is completely stupid in all ways possible.
I bet you they're trying to put kids in it.
Some flowing heads.
So there's the fucking blood rate is crazy. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to integrate Morbius and no one wants to do that shit. Maybe it's that.
So apparently at one point there was a draft. I don't know if it's still the case, but there was meant to be a period piece and it would be set as like in the past, somewhere in the past. So I have no idea where it's at right now. When he got announced, because I like him as an actor, I was super excited to see him because I knew he'll body it. Now I just feel bad that he's attached to his project. I have no.
I also think that it's stopping him from going into other projects because he's contractually obligated to be in Marvel right now.
Yeah.
But there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
Because there's no time frame.
Yeah.
It is so like I hate like I've always been the guy for the Marvel stuff, and I've obviously been taking the back seat. Like my For You page has gone completely cold turkey, no Marvel no more. It's just dry. So I can't really do much of an update. I have my opinions, but even they're outdated. Yeah, man. I'm a film buff now, so you can't come through.
You don't sound happy about it though.
I have no interest. I have no interest.
It's like you just accepted defeat.
I've accepted a long time ago. You watched me accept defeat, and it's like this is it. This is where we've gone. Like this is what happens when greed overpowers the beauty of storytelling.
Yeah, it is sad to see, but
it's stupid.
I guess it's all you can do is just play the waiting game and see what comes out of it, and just hope that something good.
I'll wait until someone watches it and tells me what they think.
Yeah,
I'll wait for Jeremy Johns to review it. Once he reviews it, then I can decide whether I want to go.
That's your go-to
guy, bro.
Shout out to Jeremy, man.
Yeah, fuck Chris Stuckman.
You know Chris Stuckman?
Nah, it was like a rivalry kind of thing, innit? So
Did you think they beef each other for real?
I created a false rivalry just so I can have something to vouch for. So Jeremy versus Chris.
Okay.
Shout out Jeremy.
Do we have anything else you want to talk about in terms of news?
You got the Rowling thing.
I don't have anything on Rowling. So apparently off camera, it's been said that J.K. Rowling is selling Harry Potter to Warner Brothers or getting pushed out.
What
apparently.
I have been seeing is that Warner Brothers is trying to push her out and buy her shares so they have full ownership. And that is what they did for Superman, and that's how the Superman curse happened.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
So the original Superman comics was written by a Canadian writer, and then Warner Brothers obviously bought it completely out.
Yes.
And that's how the whole situation, and then the original author was like, you know what, screw you guys, there's going to be a curse, and that's how the Superman curse happened.
Damn.
Just put on
Christopher Reed.
Christopher Reed.
An innocent man.
Walk. That's messed up, bro.
Yeah. But they're still going back for the Flash. Sorry.
Do you think they should take Harry Potter from her?
I think that the storyline is now becoming bigger than her.
I think she's running out of ideas. And honestly, I like Harry Potter, but I can't say I'm the biggest fan to know everything about it. But it seems like she's out of ideas, and maybe she should just jump ship.
She's got her bread. What more do you want?
Yeah.
What more do you want?
I think she's freestyling like a mother effer right now.
Bro, she just chats from what I understand, she
You know
chats the
what?
biggest West.
Yeah, but do you know what? When you chat that much breeze, people start watching the Harry Potter stuff again, and I don't like J.K. Rowling, but I like the video games. I don't like J.K. Rowling, but I like the play. I don't like J.K. Rowling, but I like rewatching it. I don't like J.K. Rowling, but I'm really looking forward to the TV adaptation.
But yeah, I think that's the thing about like separating the artist from the art. It's like we love the art, but we just hate the artist.
You know, so this is the best thing that Warner Brothers can do. They can make this a difficult experience for her, so that when they release the movies and the shows, whatever they release for Harry Potter, she's gonna be actively chatting shit.
Yeah.
And that's gonna create the what's it? This
Promo
huge thing they
for
got.
that real thing.
I'm saying so.
Yeah.
Make
Good or bad, they're still getting their
that's what I'm
publicity
saying.
just
So
from
make her
her.
life difficult. Don't make it an easy. Don't make it an easy transition for her.
Yeah.
You got guaranteed publicity in the next few years. Business.
Fair enough. I'm happy for her to duck out still.
I want to see Zack Snyder do a Harry Potter movie. That'd be sick.
You're moving mad.
I thought Warner Brothers.
Those ones will be explosive.
The runtime will be like
No, you see,
Slow motion.
you see, there's that.
I'm rocking them all.
No, have you seen the
The Guardian Leviosa.
No, you see the Harry Potter.
That one scene in Dumbledore versus Voldemort. That one scene will be the whole series.
Trust me,
That whole
two
series.
movies in parts. Part one, part
and then
two. Potter cut.
The Potter cut. Fuck. The Rowling cut.
You see how there's that joke or there's a meme that goes on, especially on like Instagram and X, where it's like East London, there's people like setting fireworks. And then people are like, this is what Harry Potter would actually look like. That's Zack Snyder's version of Harry Potter.
Halloween is crazy.
But yeah, I'm happy for her to duck out.
I mean, it reminds me of that video, that Polish guy.
Wait,
The kurva.
now you're digressing. Now you're digressing.
Is there
Now,
any
what are
other
you
stuff?
saying about what's it, The Rock?
I don't know. We can skip that. I don't.
You don't want to talk about that?
I don't know what it is. I need, like, we can take an ad break and I'll find out some information on it, but I don't know much about it.
Okay, we'll talk about something else. Jordan Peele's announcement of his new film that's coming out in 25, isn't it?
No, I think it's 26. This guy did a promo for like...
2 years in advance.
Hold on.
What is going on
Let me just confirm it.
in Monkey Paw Productions?
And all he did was just put out the date.
No, the date and some suspicious music.
Oh, is it the one with the lady in that little that blue chain? What's it?
Yeah, so he announced
one.
it for the 10th, 23rd, 2026.
So the 23rd
So-
of October 2026.
Yeah, so American dates do month first before the actual day.
Weirdo.
Yeah, so it is 2026.
What's his?
2 days in advance he's announcing the date. That's kind of spooky, but I don't know if it's in like a Jordan Peele fashion where the date he announced it has something to do with the film, or I don't know. But it's spooky. I'm looking forward to it. I just have to live long enough.
Now we just need
GTA
to live.
and Jordan
Yeah.
Peele's next film. That's what.
GTA, freaking off goal about that, you know.
When is that? Next year?
Yeah, but I think it's gonna get pushed back.
Again?
I think so.
Yeah, Lord.
I think it's gonna get pushed back. But yeah, I'm looking forward to another Jordan Peele film. You know what? Yeah, I've been thinking about it quite a lot. I think a lot of people slept on Nope. No one had. I don't think anybody didn't
I don't
appreciate
think
Nope.
people really
the way-
understood it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where you just didn't. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't, and it's a shame.
Yeah. I think
It's a black Western film. What the fuck do you want?
it will be a cult classic at some point. Like I really enjoy that film. When I look back at it, like that's probably one of my favorite Jordan Peele films. Or whether that year that film came out, it's one of my favorite films of that year.
Wasn't it last year?
No, probably like 2 years ago.
Nope, didn't come out last year.
Not came out 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago already? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
About 2 years ago.
We get no.
Let's go.
2022.
Let's go,
Yeah, it came
bro.
out 2022. Yeah, that was a great film. Great acting. Great
Phenomenal
story.
cast.
Amazing. But now that we're getting a date for a Jordan Peele film, who do we want to see in this film? Do you want Daniel Kaluuya in this film again? I feel like I'm happy with
It'd
it.
be interesting if he got John Boyega.
That would be interesting.
That could be good.
I think Joe Boyega deserves something like this. I think it will spark back up his. I feel like there's always been
Because
like a
also
quietness
like
in his career.
he's the quirky stuff, the quirky, slightly horror-y stuff like Attack the Block, They Clone Tyrone. That's his bag.
Yeah.
So he needs to be a project like this.
But yeah, it would be bad. I just don't think he's in. I don't think either one of them are in each other's radar. I think they're
It's
both
just a shame.
just doing their own thing. I wouldn't mind if I'm going British black. I wouldn't mind to see Damson.
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Like I know he's got his big film coming out with Brad Pitt on the F1 stuff, which I'm really looking forward
That's
to.
gonna be great.
Which has been rumored to be like probably like one of the most expensive films ever.
IMAX.
300 mil.
Yeah, but
Obviously,
that's
Apple
just
Plus paying for it, so.
mainly
Right.
CGI stuff though, don't it?
No, I think it's because it's practical stuff. So they're shooting it the same way Top Gun Maverick was shot. So they're putting the cameras on actual cars and making like a whole
4DX. How much is
gonna
the
be
4DX?
like a whole thing. Speaking of 4DX, small little promo. Cineworld are doing £4 for 4DX for films in the 4th of July. And Top Gun Maverick is one of them, and 3 other films. So
Oh, I'm going then.
if you hear it, check it out.
That's one thing I didn't do that I'm really upset about. I didn't go to watch Top Gun Maverick in 4DX.
That's the one thing I'm upset about.
In life. The whole life.
What is wrong with you? Also, 4th of July.
What does that mean?
Don't let them fireworks pop at me. Where the police at?
Do you think we do that? We don't do it here, do we?
No,
not
where the police at?
I know there's some form of meme that I just don't know about.
Yeah.
Vine.
Oh,
It's from Vine.
we're going way back in the way back.
Yo.
Is there anyone else that we would like to see in Jordan Peele's film?
You know what? Florence Pugh.
Really?
there's something she could bring to the table. Because she was robbed in Don't Worry, Darling. She
Really?
was robbed
You know,
in
I still
Don't
haven't
Worry,
touched
Darling.
that film. Is it worth touching?
There's a lot of things
So,
I haven't touched
I
this month, isn't there? We'll get to it. Continue.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of things I haven't touched this month.
Stop it. Get some help.
We'll get to it. Before we do Bikeriders, we get to it. Please, swallow your food. Swallow it, bro.
Swallow my food. Go ahead.
I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with them. He had too much sugar. It's from that carrot cake.
He stole it from me, motherfucker.
I had a slice.
You had too much. Trust me, you had.
Same as what you saying.
Yeah, I think it was worth a watch. It was a very interesting take, and you can tell Gemma Chan, Chris Pine, and Florence really held that piece. It was a really interesting one. I think it's a shame that it didn't take the original ending, but it's an interesting piece to look at.
Yeah.
Visually as well, it was quite good to look at.
Yeah. So Florence playing as well in Jordan Peele film. I don't think Jordan Peele hires any white women. But he does.
He does.
Yeah.
I just think about black people, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if I should have said that. What else we need to talk about?
Clip it. I'm editing, so clip it.
Fucking did it again. Damn it. I did it again.
Like, see, black people, white people kill each other.
I still can't believe I said that. Why did I say that?
This is a good movie.
Don't clip that. Delete that.
Is
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Yes.
Okay, go on then.
Oh shit.
Shall I pull up your letterbox now or later? What are we saying?
Yes. Audio listeners and visual watchers. So, a month ago, we set the challenge for myself to watch 100 movies in 30 days. And things were going good. I was on track. I was watching my 3 or 4 films a day. I was pushing through. I was getting there. I was.
Keyword.
And then, like we all know, we all have that one weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That weekend was a good weekend. Amazing weekend.
Where did you go?
But no films were watched.
What did I say?
Except for one.
What do you...
And I was fine with it. Because I knew what I was going to do.
Huh?
I was going to double up. And I was pursuing to double up. I was on doubling up. But then work came. And boy, did it come.
Right, hey.
It hit me hard.
You did.
Knocked me off my tracks.
Pun intended.
So much so, I couldn't watch any films. Work had me early in the morning, leaving late at night. Couldn't watch a film. So much so that I left the challenge, not only to do nothing, but to do a whole nother challenge for my workplace. And boy, has that challenge gone really well. I'm bodying that shit.
That shit was more difficult than one of the movies.
Yeah, it actually was.
It was a lot more difficult. What's wrong with you?
Very lot more difficult.
30k one day.
But very more beneficial than this challenge. But of course, yes, I have actually failed the challenge. I think the date that I failed was the 14th of June from recording. Yeah, the 14th of June was the date I was meant to confirm those 30 films.
Wow.
And I have no watch.
Look at what you've done. You've inflated his head. Audio listeners, this guy is...
So you put extra
Aladdin's
curls.
head has grown
Extra curls in
like
you.
5 times.
Huh? There you go.
No, the size of his head has grown 5
I
times.
got some head anyway.
So yes, the deal was if I was to watch those films, Aladdin would cut off his hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I love life. Life is good sometimes. Do you know what's so crazy as well? I was actually considering doing the buzz cut anyway. Then my barber came up to me, did this. He said, don't get buzz cut.
oh shit. You know that being said, I'm gonna go bold soon.
Is it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
For work.
Not for your dreads. Not your dreads.
for work.
Not your dreads.
It's time to
No.
I think everyday life for a man, he just has to learn and realize that.
Yeah, the buzz and the bold.
This
it
feels
humbles him.
no.
humbles him.
It feels haram.
Time's up.
Blasphemous.
Time's up, man. Time's up.
I'll do it,
So
yeah.
what I'm doing, obviously, I didn't even say this on camera or on. I don't think I've said this before, but I'm doing another challenge. The challenge I'm doing at workplace is a running challenge. So I've been running quite a lot, which has been really good actually.
Yeah, I see it, man.
Been really nice.
Proud of
The benefits of the
Comes to
running
loving you as well.
has been good. Fitness wise,
I've been telling you.
social media wise as well. I've been getting a couple freebies from people, this and
bro.
that. You know, that's been really good. But the more I'm doing it and seeing the benefits of it, I'm realizing, yo, if I was like shred, you know what, yeah, you might as well just cut off your hair, bro. because it's not gonna be here for long. It's coming to its last days.
Yeah.
So you might as well just let it go.
Push
But I can't let it go while being big. You have to let it go where you're like, you know, you got something else to make up for the fact that you have no hair on your head. So the plan is end of this year, possibly shaving it all off, seeing how I look bald, and then focus on growing this bullshit.
Keyword and bullshit.
And that's the life I'll be living going forward. Shout out to the Dreads be gone. I am planning when I do cut these off, like I don't know if I want to. I feel like I want to keep them. I wouldn't want to throw them away.
So put in a bag and stitch it to the wall.
Like some voodoo witch warrior and just put it somewhere, like in a bag or something.
Put it in the corner of the room.
I don't know if you guys saw like Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. When he cut off his dreads, he carried it with him to the red carpet. It was kind of weird. He was just holding his dreads like the red
You did it,
carpet.
or not? Yeah, every screen we get, just take it, just get out your hair over the seats.
First invite, last invite. But yeah, I did feel the challenge. Aladdin's hair stays on his head, and I lose my hair.
Yes,
What a turn of events. What a turn of events.
So you owe me £1 per movie.
Oh yeah, £1 per movie I didn't watch, innit?
Okay, and what are we at now?
I don't know, you know. How much films did I watch?
But I'm curious though. I'm curious to see how much you lost.
How much I lost?
I actually thought we can do it as well.
I thought I can do it.
Yeah, we all did. You failed all of us, not just yourself.
So
disappointed.
Damn, that made me feel bad.
Bro, Leo was on you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh fuck me! I was almost at the half. I think I'm actually at the halfway mark because I haven't updated my letterbox. So looking at it right now, it says 43 films, but I definitely watched some more films after this. If I round up, not round up, it should be close to 50 films. 50. So I missed out on 50 films. Which
50 films, how many days?
It's a fucking shame. And you know what? Yeah, a lot. What's that? Sorry.
How many days did you do? What time? When did you give up?
I think I was close to the last 2 weeks. I think it was like 14 days.
Okay, so
where I capped. Yeah, so it was 14 days where I capped.
Physically, you're capable of doing it.
Yeah.
But like theoretically, theoretically you're capable, but physically, that's when you like the endurance just after a few weeks.
You know what it is? It was just work.
Yeah,
I just didn't have the time.
You got 9 to 5.
To work. The thing is, it's nothing like 9 to 5 anymore. It's like I go work early morning and I don't leave work until like late. So there was no physical time for me to watch a film. And of course, I could be honest with you, I could have just cheated and just like had a film playing and just did work, but I actually wanted to watch it and give like a proper critique of it. Yeah.
Look what your authenticity got you. Look what happens when you're a good person. See what happens when you're a good person? You fail life. Be a bad person.
That's a cheat.
Cheat life.
Cheat life. That's how you go far. And funny enough, there's a clip of when we first had a discussion about it. People are still commenting it now. Like saying some people are giving suggestions of films and some people are saying, yeah, that's very doable. That you can do that. That's easy to do. Well, you try it. But yeah, I did enjoy the challenge while it was happening. There was quite a lot of films I watched that I really enjoyed. I appreciate everyone that followed me on Letterboxd and even like commented on films I should watch there. The community in their Letterboxd is really good, so that was dope. I am gonna go back at the messages and look at the movies that people suggested and watch them when I have the time to. But I feel like there's a movie challenge out there that I know I can do and get done.
No, definitely.
I haven't found it yet.
No, there's definitely. I'll bring up a challenge for you. Like when you're ready, when you like spend enough time away from movies, and you're good to go. You're energized again.
Yeah.
Probably winter's probably the best time to do this kind of shit.
Probably so.
You know what I'm saying? Indoors all day kind of thing.
Yeah.
That winter depression.
Winter is coming.
But it ain't right now. It's hot girl summer.
No, winter is coming because House of the Dragons just came out.
I knew Maz's little segues. Have you been watching it?
No, I haven't yet.
So you never just segues. That's it.
Just right there.
Segues. Throw it. You're not thinking
like throw in the fucking net, you know? Take the ball and throw it in the net. Yeah. House of Dragons. The House of the Dragons. Season 2 is now out. I am not up to date at all. People are telling me
because the new episodes come out today.
Yeah, it's every Sunday.
Every Sunday, baby.
But I haven't finished season 1, so
but everyone's saying it's packing heat.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you watch any of you watch Game of Thrones?
I got the first season of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray box set and I watched it and I didn't do anything else after that.
Yeah.
I just watched that first season.
Oh.
Bare incest, was crazy.
Yeah, that's their culture. Yes, is that everything we have for news then?
I have one thing.
Cool.
So, you know the directors of Talk to Me, Daniel and Michael. I'm not going to even bother butchering their surname.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ruin an indigenous or Maori surname.
The Street Fighter.
Yes. So they were originally going to be working on the Street Fighter movie, but they are no longer directing it.
Damn.
Fair.
Yeah. So I wonder what kind of direction they're going for now.
They're making another Street Fighter movie.
Well, a live action one.
Again.
When's the last one though? It's been a minute, no?
Yeah, but still, we don't need to watch these. Why do we keep doing these movies? These movies
IP, I guess.
IP.
And also, I think there's a resurgence of like, they just see that game game adaptations does really work.
And it does work well, because when I went to see Boy Kills World, I was like, oh, for a live action, this is actually really good. And Bill Skarsgård has such an animated face that it works so
really
well.
Yeah. I feel like video game adaptations has been so successful these last couple of years. Like for example, Fallout, the TV show, the game creators literally said that we're not planning to make another game. We're just gonna do season 2 of Fallout because the show comes out, people buy the old games. Do we need to make another game? Yeah. Last of Us, when it dropped, PlayStation announced, not always PlayStation, it was Naughty Dog announced that there was a 101% like pay rise in terms of like people buying the actual game. Yeah, percent on sales, just on people just buying the game. Just from this one season.
I heard.
So when you do a good job, it benefits everything.
Really well. And I think that like in terms of TV adaptations, it does really well, and we're now starting to see it in film. This is where I say we could potentially see an anime, but it depends on who's directing it.
I still don't want to see anime, but we'll see. It's gonna happen regardless. We got Naruto. We got season 2 of One Piece. And we got season 2 and season 3 of live action Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Speaking of adaptations, have you seen a recent photography documentary book adaptation, The Bikeriders?
I despise you.
You know it.
I genuinely despise
It was good. It was good.
No.
She dragged it out. No,
you're right.
She dragged it out.
Good. She cut you off. You was going to say something like, fuck you. We're going to go to the next one.
Alright guys, we're going to be talking about Bikeriders, a new film that is starring Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, and Jodie Comer. Alright, I always mess up names. Sorry about that. This is a film that follows a Midwestern biker club that is like I don't know if I want to say it's a coming age film, but it follows a group of men that form a bike club.
No, it's a subculture. It's a subculture based film.
Okay.
Because it's talking about the biker subculture.
You want to break it down in depth?
Okay, so I think it's a really interesting one, but it's based off of the Bikeriders photography documentary book, which follows a series of bike rider clubs within the America, particularly in the Midwestern. And in this particular one, it's focusing on the outlaw motorcyclists in Chicago. But in the film, they're referred to as the Vandals.
Yeah, shout out to the Vandals.
But they're originally the Outlaws Motorcyclists Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, they changed the name.
They changed the name of it, fair enough. For legal reasons, I'm assuming, or just because copyrights or whatnot. But yeah, so I don't know if we've all been excited about watching this film before it came out. Okay, you can tell what Aladdin's thoughts about this film is. Freaking don't make smile, man. God damn. But I'll talk about myself for a sec then. I was really excited for this film. This film was going through a lot of stuff behind the scenes. It was meant to come out, I believe, last year. I think Disney or Fox owned it. I'm assuming when Disney bought Fox, a lot of complication, it kind of just flew around, and at some point it was going to get shelved. But luckily, Universal bought it, and now we're finally getting it out. I was looking forward to it. I gave it a watch over the weekend. I believe it was on a Friday, just after work. and I was like, I really enjoyed this film for a lot of reasons. I enjoyed it for the story. I enjoyed it for like the little documentation on this lifestyle. Of course, a British black guy coming from London, like living the way I live. Like I haven't like seen this type of lifestyle of like bike riders. I was always every time I saw this type of subculture, I was always fascinated by it, but never understood it. And I think this film gave a good like reputation of like why they do it, why they make this bike club, what is it about, and how certain events turned it from being somewhat of like a family community thing to turn into like drugs and violence. After watching it, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind watching it again. I wouldn't mind buying it on DVD. I wouldn't mind following the director and seeing his films he's done in the past. So there's a guy named Jeff Nichols. He's done a film called Mud with Matthew McConaughey, which is a film that's been on my list to watch. So it's nice to follow his
Oh,
journey.
have you not seen Loving?
Loving? No, I haven't seen
Virginia
Loving.
versus the Loving Family. It's a really interesting piece.
That's another film that he's directed as well. So he seemed like he's got like a nice portfolio of work. So I am interested in checking out his previous work. So it would be nice to just go through the couple scenes that it'd be nice to break down some scenes from the film and talk about the characters in the film as well. First, I'd like to just talk about Austin Butler's performance. I think I said this off camera to Maz, but with Austin Butler, if I saw this film before Dune, I really wouldn't like Austin Butler. His performance in this was good, but the whole soft voice thing really swayed me a lot. I didn't enjoy it.
It felt, personally for me, I think if you're an old school film fan, you might know this, but it felt like he was doing an impersonation of James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. So like, yeah, it didn't have weight to it. It kind of felt like he was just mimicking someone. Obviously he's not, and that was never his intention, but it felt like he was.
Yeah.
And he didn't need to. Not for this character.
Yeah. To be fair, I wasn't mad at performance. I think because I haven't seen him in much stuff, if I saw this before, because in Dune, if he played clearly a different person, different persona, for me, that was just a better performance. Seeing this one made me realize, okay, he needs to do different stuff, but it wasn't the best for me. But I'm happy that he's in this film. I think he did a good job. For me, the big ones are, in fact, Tom Hardy and the name that I always mess up, so I'm not...
Jodie Comer.
Herself. These are like the two standout performances
Really?
for myself. Yeah. Tom Hardy,
100%.
his accent in this film,
Sensational.
at first I was like, is he taking the piss? And then when he stuck into it and was like, this is my voice and this is how I am, this is my character, I was like, okay, dope. This is it. You're doing a really good job with this character here. And I feel like Tom Hardy, I think these last couple of films he's been doing has been a lot of like blockbuster films. Of course, we've seen Venom. So I feel like a lot of times you kind of forget this guy's actually an elite, like professional, sick actor. And I don't know if he's ever got his accolades for his performances. I don't know if he's been nominated for Oscar.
Didn't he
I don't know
get
if he's won an Oscar.
from The Drop?
Not to my knowledge, man. I can probably do a quick search on it.
But yeah, like I think I get that, and I was worried at parts that he was being typecast because he's done different types of gangsters.
Yeah.
So he's done the Cray twins, he's done Bronson, he's done the guy in The Drop, he's done Rock and Roller. But the interesting thing is, even though he's played different gangsters, they've all had different levels and depth to them, that it's not a typecast.
Yeah.
Typecast.
Yeah, typecast.
The bed's getting hit into your brain real quick.
Yeah.
Look, Tom Hardy's one of those actors I really enjoy watching.
Yeah.
He's
just real quickly before you start, he never won any Oscars. He's only been nominated once for The Revenant. And that's pretty much it. He has won some smaller stuff, but in terms of the big ones, which I want to say probably is an Oscar, yeah, he hasn't won any. So
yeah, no, so obviously I was very excited for this movie. I had no idea it existed until I saw the trailer come up on in the cinema. I can't remember what movie I was watching. And the idea of watching Austin Butler and Tom Hardy act together in a movie like this, this, in theory, sound like the greatest thing in the world.
You
Hence my
sound like a
excitement.
teenage girl.
I know. Hence my excitement. Tom Hardy's one of those actors I told you at the beginning. He's my top 5 favorite actors to watch when I see a movie with him, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited because I like watching this guy do his thing.
That's a stereotype, not a
It is.
teenage girl. A teenager.
Fantastic, thank you. So yeah, that all being said, I didn't enjoy it.
You sound so disappointed.
Trust, but why didn't you enjoy
I'm trying to
it?
figure out
Can
what-
you give us some
I'm trying to like,
details?
I'm trying to word it. I'm trying to figure out, put my words together. And
Why didn't you like it? What was you expecting? What didn't you get from it?
So I had no expectation. All I've seen of this movie was that one trailer in the cinema. That one.
Same.
Time. Nothing else. I went completely blind.
Same.
Didn't want to do any research on it.
Same.
Would it have been beneficial for me to do that? I don't know.
I
Clearly
haven't
not.
even watched any of the interviews, and I really want to check out a Daisy's, shout out Daisy, a Daisy's like interview with both Jodie and Austin.
Nice.
So I think it's good to see that everyone went in blind, but I think you subconsciously had some sort of bias.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't want to have any expectations. I wanted to kind of like wherever you give me, I'm going to take it in. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. Mad. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what this movie is going to be about. I had no idea it was a biopic, which is one thing that I really like. We know I like biopics. All I know is that it was about motorbikes. That's it. Nothing else. And so sitting and watching it, I was in for a while. And again, it's just the pacing just lost me.
Pacing.
It was a
You lot said
2-hour
this.
movie.
You lot both said this off camera. Was pacing really that bad?
It's
for
a
you?
2-hour movie. I knew it was 2 hours in advance. It did not feel like 2 hours.
It's not. It's the
'Cause an hour in, there
third
was-
quarter. The third quarter. So you know, I'm trying to explain the third quarter without a significant event happens and things start to fall down, and as they're trying to tell that storyline,
I was lost before that.
Really?
Yeah, I was-
What was the moment when you watched the film and you realized,
When
you
I-
know, this is not the film I wanted to watch?
When I checked my watch an hour.
What? No. What?
when I
Not
checked my-
not when you
let me
check
land,
your watch. I
let me
mean,
land,
in the
let me
film.
land.
What happened in the
When
film
I
for you to
checked
do
my
that?
watch an hour into the movie and there was an hour and a half left.
But
It's
what-
a 2-hour movie.
yeah, but
So
what's-
that point, I can't remember what point. There is no particular point. It was just a slow decline from I'm excited as fuck to okay, hurry up and finish now, please. Like there are things
But do
that
you
happen
think-
in
do
screen.
you
One
think
second.
it's because
there's things that
also-
happen in screen that I enjoyed looking at, right? There was stuff that happened on screen I just liked seeing. I like the way they started the bikes. That's kind of cool. I like it
Where
when,
did it start back so hard?
fucking amazing, right? And I like seeing Tom Hardy. Like the thing, I loved Tom Hardy up until a point, and then like, okay, I'm tired of whatever you're doing on screen. I don't care to see it anymore. So it was a slow decline, and it got to the point where it's like, okay, I don't hate it, but I give it a 2 out of 5. You know what my 2 out of 5 means? My 2 out of 5 means I like it's okay. I'm not watching it again though.
I'm definitely watching this film.
I
I
would
really
watch
enjoyed
it again.
I really enjoyed this film. I'll break down why I like this film, and you can get back me on why you think that's wrong or right.
Cool.
But I enjoyed the chemistry between Tom Hardy and Austin Butler. I thought there was good moment, very father son. And if I strip that from them being father son, it really felt like in terms of career wise, Tom Hardy's saying, "I like you as an actor. Welcome to the club. You're gonna be sick. You're gonna be getting dope." I looked at Austin Butler's performance as, even though it wasn't the best performance for me personally, from seeing his other stuff like he did with Dune, I see him as being like the next top dog in Hollywood, and I think he's gonna have a very promising career. And his performance here is a little sprinkle of like what potential he has going forward. I think the story was good. I like the concept of these bikers. I like the fact that it was a documentary, like you said. I like the fact that it was showing a lifestyle that I just don't know nothing about and haven't seen any films in the last couple of years touch on this story of just bikers and how it starts from like kids from potentially from broken homes, literally just coming together, having no home and coming together saying, this is our new home, this is our new family, and just doing stuff together, whether it's criminal, where it's like stealing, or just having fights. There was a scene where one gang was fighting another gang, and then after they just sat down on the park and just like had a drink with each other and just laughed. And I found that very, I don't know, it felt good to watch, to see a group of guys just being like quote unquote guys and just hanging out. And obviously events take place where it breaks them down, but it felt like watching a group of different personalities with different backstories all collide together, all for the name of just enjoying bike riding. And that's what I really enjoyed it for. I enjoyed the conversations between the characters. I thought it was good. Moments where the characters were heavy in dialogue. The silence in the film was really good as well. There was moments where one of the characters was being dragged up the stairs, and that was a really intense, like scary petrifying scene for me. And I feel like the director knew what scenes to place together to create certain emotions. And like Maz said, the sound design wasn't good or sound wasn't the best.
I just don't think
I felt that
the
power of the motorbikes were really, really good. Like the moments when the motorbikes will start up, like we said, how the guy will start the motorbike. The way it was done, it seemed like the director was like very locked into making sure, let me show you guys how people use the bikes. We've seen countless films where they don't really give that type of information. It just goes right past you. We see Austin Butler go on the bike, the camera just focuses on him, he's on it very quietly, then goes zoom, hits that, and just goes off. I feel like that was deliberately for you to go, hey, this is their bike culture. You really need to understand that this is their thing. And there's a lot of stuff that I enjoy about the film. Now, I'll just go into things I didn't like about it. For me, what makes this film not a great film and just making it a good film, there's no like solid, memorable scenes from this film. There's no scene that I can take away and go, and you know what, that's an iconic scene. I can look back at the scene.
I beg your pardon, you just spoke about the staircase scene.
But that's a really intense scene for me. I'm not gonna go and say, remember that scene when she almost got hard? Like, I'm not gonna be going off
spoilers, bruv.
I mean, it's gonna be a spoiler anyway, you know? We're doing spoilers today, no?
Apparently not.
Okay, well, spoilers.
Look, there is one thing that I really, really enjoyed in this movie that brings it up a little bit, and that's Jodie Comer's performance. Every time she's on screen doing the interview, I'm like, I love this. I like this a lot. It's just her persona.
But I think
the way she's walking and doing things and talking at the same time, and the way she talks.
Yeah.
I loved everything about that. Elite actor, sorry. And someone I'm going to start watching, paying attention to a lot more. The voices were good in this movie. There was a lot of good voices in the movie.
So also, but I'm not really happy with that.
Yeah,
it's very Timothée Chalamet with the quiet whispering shit. But I guess that works for him. He's a good looking man though. Shout out to him, bro.
Shout out, Ross.
Well, guys, I said one comment about his eyebrows and now you're moving mad. Yeah, I think that the reason why you like Jodie's character and the way it was angled was that she was actually the narrator. She was the protagonist. She was the one giving you every piece of detail. It wasn't from the perspective of Austin's character. It wasn't in the perspective of Tom Hardy's character. She was telling you everything. She was building this community because it was starting from how she was introduced into the community. So you started to be introduced to the community as well. That whole perspective, that whole narrative is from her. And it's something you don't typically get, especially when you're looking at, so I like watching a lot of documentary pieces and subculture, kind of like Paris is Burning. And like I've watched a few stuff on like Ed Hardy. So like I'm really into like understanding alternative cultures and how they build up, especially in documentary based stuff. So it was interesting for me to see it as a action film.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see it being in the perspective of women, because typically when we get these narratives, we don't necessarily have...
See from their perspective.
From their perspective, or how it's them building up an understanding of the community. It's normally like they're neglected or not put into place with it. So that was really cool to see. I also think that the casting was phenomenal.
Amazing.
Everyone did such a solid job. And I think that Toby Wallace, he played the leader of one of the rival gangs, the Renegades.
Yeah.
I've seen him in Baby Teeth like years ago, and I really thought that he was a promising talent. And it's nice to see that he's now getting those big roles, and he really leaned into that character.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
You really got to see.
His story was amazing in terms of like they constantly
The
like
villain arc.
just like slowly show this person, and you kept wondering why they bring. At first, I thought he was gonna just join the gang, but then it slowly built up. We're gonna do spoilers now. We're gonna get really deep into the spoilers now, but I really liked I liked how it showed his villain arc, and then I liked the fact that the club had rules, and one of the rules were like you could challenge your boss. And they showed like a scene where another biker challenged his boss, and he asked a simple question. Tom Hardy's character asks, "Do you want to do fists or knives?" And the guy says, literally goes, I don't want to kill you. Let's do fists." And they did a fist fight, and they fought each other. Then later on in the film, we get this kid that's having a villain arc, and he sums up to Tom Hardy's character and asks him, "I challenge you." Tom Hardy's character asks once again, "Do you want to do fists or knives?" He says, "I want to do knives." Tom Hardy's character doesn't show any emotion in his face, but in that moment, I knew that he was going to die. And through that art, from that act, he went to go see his wife, so his wife was not paying attention to him at all, and it made me realize that his biker family is quote unquote his actual family. And he went on to go to Geordie's character, hoping that Austin Butler's character was there, but unfortunately he left. And he was going through like the last moments of his life, realizing, okay, I'm gonna die today. And he went off acting like everything's gonna be fine. And when he went to go challenge this guy, he just pulled out his gun and shot him cold. And the film just pretty much ends from there. But I really love the foreshadowing of, hey, you can challenge your boss, you want to do fists or knives, and that being somewhat his demise at the end of the film.
And that's like a really iconic film line. Who brings a gun to a knife fight?
Yeah, literally. And I think that was what they're playing off with as well. So I really, like I said, I enjoyed this film. I thought it was a real good film. It reminded me, funny enough, of like Stand By Me, even though that was filmed on kids, but it felt, I keep feeling like it's a coming of age film.
It is in a way, because you see Toby's character have this villain arc as a teenager into the adult, and how he changes the gang. So it's still technically a coming of age film, but it's also the documentation of the vandals or the outlaw motorcycle.
It's mostly the documentation of the vandals.
Yeah.
And I'm just confusing it with coming of age. But yeah, I think it's definitely that. But like I said, I enjoyed the film. I thought it was a good film. I love to see the director's past stuff just to see if he has this type of flair. And I think it was well written as well.
He has a really good way of, I will say this, the way in which because he does a lot, the last one I saw, The Lovings, was another kind of almost documentation of something that's happened in history.
Yeah.
So he has a powerful way of bringing period pieces, but like modern period pieces, so like 60s, 70s, back into life, and really telling that story where it's not just a textbook.
Yeah.
You're living through history.
I'm gonna watch this film. I'm gonna get into it.
I think, after listening to you talk, I might give this another chance.
This guy does it all the time.
No, because like, look, I'm always gonna think I'm the problem in it. So.
Aww.
So yeah, maybe because you're talking about the parts that I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember, because I think in the moment, cause I'm so focused on like, okay, this movie is start and finish. I don't have time to like enjoy it and like
take in what's going on.
That whole thing, the whole foreshadowing of his death scene.
Yeah.
That point, I was ready to go home.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really paying attention much, and
Yeah.
I remember those scenes.
Yeah.
I remember the conversation he had with his wife, and how she said, "Bring some eggs later."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, and I think he knew he was gonna die as well.
He knew
That's
why he asked about where are the girls.
Yeah, he wanted to see everyone before he dies. That's why he tried to find Austin Butler, but Austin Butler wasn't there.
I'm saying, so now that I have all this information coming from you guys and from your experiences, maybe I'll give it a free.
I think it's worth.
I'm not giving it a watch again because I like him. I'm giving it a watch again because I might have misunderstood it.
Yeah,
I think you missed parts of it.
Yeah,
like it's a tale of growth.
Yeah.
It's a tale of growth.
Yeah.
You see Austin Butler's character grow. You see Jodie Comer's character grow, and you also see the growth and the regression and the changes in which the actual club goes through.
Yeah. And I think on that note, I think it's good for us to wrap up on the bikers. But I'm not gonna say it's an amazing film, but it was a good film, and I enjoyed my experience watching.
If you want to be a fly on a wall, watch this.
Yeah,
Out of 5.
I will rate it a 4 out of 5.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah. If you just had like a really like super iconic scene, then I'll be like, okay, I'll give it a 5.
Oh, actually, I just remembered
There's some
scene
moments
that had me like, oh.
That wasn't like,
You know the bit where Brucey dies?
oh yeah,
Yo.
that was intense.
Yeah.
They just flashed that death into you. Ah.
Nah,
Bruv, there was some sick scenes. There was a bit where they burnt the building, the pub,
And
and it was like, we need to go. And he looks to his left, looks to his right. There's fire,
police and-
police. There's like, nah. He does the voice, nah.
Nar. Nar.
They're scared of us. he goes, they're scared of us.
Get out of my car.
They're scared of us. I'm like, oh shit, this is so fucking sick. This is a sick film ever.
I'm watching it again.
Oh my fucking Tom Hardy did it again. Fucking did it again. But we are running out of time now, so we need to wrap up things. Do you want to do outtakes, intakes? Sorry, my bad. It's been a long time since we've done this. We got 7 minutes, so you have to speed past doing this.
I watched The Fault in Our Stars. Great movie. I love that movie.
The what? Sorry?
The Fault in Our Stars.
Okay.
Amazing movie.
The one that died from cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
That does not sound like a film you watch, but
Yeah.
nice.
Call me. Did
I
tell you-
wonder
did I say
why you
about-
watched that.
Good question.
We don't talk about personal life.
I watched Taxi Driver. I don't know if I told you
Oh,
about Taxi
shit.
Driver.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Hey, I'm walking here.
That's not okay.
But how do you feel about Joker because of that Taxi Driver? Because it's kind of in the same vein. Does it change your thoughts on it?
No.
Okay, fair. That all the films you watch?
That's what I watched.
Cool. Bang.
Oh no, I'm watching Baby Reindeer.
Baby what?
Baby
Reindeer.
I'm on episode 6.
How you feel about it? Fair enough.
That research post show research is gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's me.
Maz?
I've had a lot of stuff because Sundance, shout out to Vertigo releasing to inviting us to go see Your Monster. That was actually my favourite pick of the films that we watched there.
Nice.
Gonna try and keep it nice and snappy. There was really phenomenal chemistry between the two leads, and it's a really remarkable, really vivid, memorable, dark comedy that actually makes you laugh a lot. It's trying to summarize it into a sentence. Imagine you, instead of dating a red flag and dating a demon, you date your personal demon from your childhood. That's all I'm going to say.
Fuck.
Yes. It's really out there, but it's an interesting take on...
As that girl that I like, she was in a stream franchise.
But yeah, it's been considered more a horror, a comedy horror, but I say it's like a dark comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give that a shout. Give it a
Hitman.
shout.
I saw the TV Glow.
How's that? I was looking forward to it.
In terms of visuals, it's nice and it's really quirky because it's A24, of course.
Yeah.
But in terms of storylines, I was a bit personally confused, but I don't think necessarily I was the target audience for that.
Oh, fair.
So maybe it's just because I didn't really get the plot.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Handling the undead, phenomenal. Neon, when it comes to the horror genre, they are the it girl this year. I don't really like horror films.
Yeah.
And I've given this film a 5 stars.
Oh, sir.
It's an interesting concept of personifying grief as a literal zombie. It felt very Kafkaesque. So one of my favourite authors is Kafka. So it felt very weird and it showed that weird depiction of discomfort. And the film really lingers for you for a while. Like if I really think about it, I can still see it. It's a really powerful use of sound or the lack of it. And it gets really underneath your skin because all you can hear is the sound of buzzing flies and rotting flesh.
Yeah, you're in dog with it.
If you like Let the Right One In, then watch it. It's just a Swedish horror film, but it's not like scary. It makes you think about dealing with grief. And then
Got 3 minutes.
The End We Start, I knew exactly how it would be. I felt everything in the deep pit of my stomach. The end.
What, did you know? Did you know Inside Out?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet because I'm going to watch it with my dad.
Oh, fair. Aww. What did I watch? I watched Hitman. I enjoyed that watching in cinemas because they were doing like early release in cinema, then put it on the streaming platform. I enjoyed it. Gwen Powell, I think you're a good actor. It was a funny film. I enjoyed it for its comedy aspect. In terms of story, had some shaky bits, but overall, good film. What else? I don't think I watched any other new movies, but I've watched a show called Smiling Friends. This is definitely for a show for people that smoke weed. This is a stoner show. It is hilarious. I did not watch it high, but I found it very funny.
Are you sure?
The animation style was good. They do the very thing. They do the that show was hilarious. They do the thing like Spider-Man into the multiverse, where it's like different animation styles combined together, which is really good. It's Australian, I believe, because the accent sounds Australian.
It gives. If you've watched the Big Les show, you'll fucking love this.
Fucking hilarious. Like if you like cartoon comedy, bruv, what are you doing? Watch this show. I watched a couple of documentaries, but I don't really want to shout them out because it wasn't like all that. But that's us from Outtake. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Got myself, Yarman Junes in the building. Got Mazzavelli, and we've got Aladdin with the in-between skinny, baggy jeans.
Maybe my legs are getting bigger. Who knows?
No, because you haven't.
Go on.
Shoot him, man, shoot him.
No.
Oh, she put down the gun.
Oh,
She said, I choose peace, not violence.
Do you know what I blame?
Really?
I blame the bear challenge.
Oh, you lot became friends.
No. I still hate you.